Why, hello, my pretties. This is Shadow the Lion Queen here, and welcome to another episode of, pregnancy TV picks. And today I'm going to talk about is The Walking Dead. There is a TV series. There's also another one called Fear the Walking Dead, which I'll do in a separate video. And there is also the Telltale series that involves, you know, pregnant characters, which I'll talk about those in separate videos. But you know, the comic book and comic adaptation is quite different than this show. So basically, we have a bunch of pregnant characters in this well, in this TV series The Walking Dead. Now, I haven't really caught up with The Walking Dead like the TV series in a long time, but I definitely have to say it's a really good show. I personally like zombies, and this one is definitely a good one. I personally really remember watching the show like back when it was, first aired in 2010. Oh, that was just me opening a Coke, so. Anyway, I'm gonna be basically sitting here and going through, certain episodes, you know, of the Telltale Walking Dead, the TV universe. There is another one called Fear the Walking Dead, World Beyond, Daryl Dixon, Survival Instinct, and No Man's Land, which I'll talk about those in separate videos, as well as the comic book adaptations, because yeah, I don't want to cover them all in this episode because it would take way too long. So basically, pretty much the first pregnant character you see is Lori Grimes. Now, she is pregnant with Shane Walsh's child at the start of the apocalypse. Now, unfortunately, she dies during a C-section when she gives birth to her daughter Judith Grimes. Now, I haven't really caught up with The Walking Dead in quite a while, but I definitely have to say that it's unfortunate that Lori Grimes passed away during C-section, but I still personally am glad, Judith survived very long and during the apocalypse. Like, I'm surprised how they were able to, keep a kid and raise a kid during the zombie apocalypse. I mean, I know Clementine did it in the Telltale series, which I'll talk about in a separate video. So, there's that. Also, I do have to say that, there is also a woman named Aline is pregnant with a child, but she was unfortunately killed by the governor after a failure assault in the prison in season 3, which obviously that just is very unfortunate. Unfortunate that that happened to Eileen and child, but fucking governor decided to kill the baby and the child, baby and the woman, my bad, during the assault in the prison, which is really which is something I really don't like is, violence towards a pregnant woman and a child, unborn child or baby. Yeah. I mean, I understand why some things have to and had to end badly, but still. Of course, we do have Carl Grimes' pet pig, Violet. She did have 5 piggies after the outbreak had happened. But unfortunately, she dies, as well as her children. Now, she pretty much succumbs to her illness, and yeah, that's pretty much what happens. It's really unfortunate that, you know, a pig and her piglets die, which is very unfortunate, but I do have to say, I really have to say that it was sad that it happened, but, that's definitely gonna have to say that right now. So, another pregnant character I do know in The Walking Dead, which is Maggie Green, becomes pregnant with Glenn He's child during the year and a half time skip. She gives birth to her son named Herschel in the episode New Beginning. So, yeah. I mean, that is definitely something I can definitely say that, what I am really glad is that she survives giving birth, which I'm really glad that she survives giving birth. So, yeah, there's definitely that. And I'm just really glad that the child survives and grows up. So, that's a bonus. There is an unnamed kingdom resident who is pregnant in the episode The Well. Now, we don't really know her name, so it is unclear if she survives the pregnancy or is killed, but we really don't know because with The Walking Dead, when it comes to the TV series, the comic books, or even the games, they do a lot of stuff. Sometimes they end up ending things dark because they just wanted to end it with the dark. A savior's wife also is pregnant with his child in the episode The Cell. But, however, though, we really don't know if what happened with the child. We don't really know if the mom and the baby survive. We really don't know that as well, so that's unfortunate. However, during the 6 years after Rick Grimes' disappearance, Michonne Grimes becomes pregnant with his child and eventually gives birth to a son named after Rick. And she is surviving still. After they're giving birth, she is still alive, which I'm really surprised that she is still alive. And, some people have said, that Rick Grimes died, but he didn't die as far as I know. So I definitely do have to say, it's really awesome how Michonne, is still surviving, after pregnancy and giving birth. And that is in the episode Who Are You Now? Nabila becomes pregnant with and delivered free of Jerry's kids, Azura, Alia, and Maram, in the episode Bounty. However, it is unclear as to it happens to be that they are alive as far as I know, which I definitely do have to say that it is amazing that the pregnant woman and the kids are alive. I mean, it's rare for that to happen in some of these movies and TV shows. Like The Walking Dead, for example, sometimes likes to kill off characters when they're pregnant because I don't know why they do that, but they personally just do that. At some point, Frances becomes pregnant and gives birth to a son who would later be named Adam. However, she abandons her son to the zombies, unfortunately, which is very unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that Frances dies. However, Adam is still alive, but of course, at that point, Connie saved him from the zombies in the episode Bounty. Now, Rosita Espinosa becomes pregnant with Sidqui's child, but later gives birth to a daughter named Socorro in the episode Lines We Cross. Which, I mean, the child is alive, which is very good. I mean, we do get that. And, however, the mother, unfortunately, doesn't make it, which, that's really unfortunate. I think The Walking Dead is just, pretty much, are obsessed with, killing, pregnant characters in, The Walking Dead. I don't know why that's the case, but maybe if somebody knows, maybe you guys can comment and let me know. But yeah, I just don't agree with some of the stuff that they did. Maggie mentions encountering a pregnant walker or zombie whose unborn baby also turned in the episode Archeron Part 2. An unnamed woman gives birth to had a son during the apocalypse, but the mother is unfortunately dead, which that's unfortunate. And it's in the episode Promise is Broken. Now the boy of the unnamed mother is dead, but the 9-year-old boy, we really don't know what happened. However, he could be still alive, but there's no really telling if he's still alive or not because we didn't get any updates regarding that. So it's kind of hard to say if that's the case, but maybe maybe somebody can comment and let me know. Maybe someone might know about the Walking Dead universe more than I do, but that's because I haven't really caught up with the show in a while, because I think I stopped watching TV sometime when I got Facebook back in 2014, so that could be the case. But yeah. Annie becomes pregnant with Negan Smith's child in the episode Rotten Core. However, though, Annie Smith is, it's unknown of whatever her fate is. Like, she could still be alive. She could be alive, but we really don't know if she's still alive or if she's dead. We really don't know what her fate is, as we never got any updates regarding that. Maybe in the future, in the Walking Dead universe, we might get something, but at this time, I can't really say for certain what the fate of the mom is. So, there's that. But anyways, that's just covering the Walking Dead, the TV series. I know there is other TV series of the Walking Dead series involving pregnant characters, so I'll talk about them in separate videos, because if I were to talk about them, this video would be extremely long. And yeah, that's just me being brutally honest. But at the same time, I do like to talk about certain shows and games separate, so that way it stays on topic, if that makes total sense. Now, I do recommend the Walking Dead TV series. I mean, if you want to find some pregnant characters and that, this is a show to go to. If you're also a fan of zombies like I am, then I definitely recommend the Walking Dead TV series. However, I do like the Telltale series more, but the TV show is just as good. That's me saying something about that. But I personally really enjoy it, so there's definitely that. Anyways, with that being said, that being the case, what did you guys personally think of this TV series? Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. I'm Shadow the Lion Queen. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will not miss an upload. As always, if you guys want to go follow me on Twitter, follow me on Blue Sky, follow me on DeviantArt, as well as follow me on my backup channel known as Ms. Dark Shigo, as links to those will be in the About page section, so you guys can go follow me on those. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to really say about this TV show. But if I'm missing something, please let me know what it is in the comment section down below, because I'm generally curious. So anyways, with that being said, I'll be seeing you guys all in the next video. Peace out, and like always, I will see you all next time. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Ms. Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.